start off by just telling our precious viewer, investment ni nini?
Investment, in layman's language, it is setting aside your money.
Setting aside
some money.
So you have to have the money first?
Yes. Not necessarily the money, or you can even the idea.
Okay. Now I get.
But now in a layman's language, they will say it's setting aside the money so that you put it somewhere in an expectation that you're going to get some return. But now when we go deeper, we start thinking of investment in terms of idea. Because it's not the money that generate ideas. It's the ideas that generate money.
Kabisa.
So it's not the money that generate ideas. It's the ideas that generate money.
The money.
Many businesses, as they are today, they were not started with a lot of money. So when people think of investment, they think in terms of millions of money. But probably that's not the truth. Many businesses today, as you see them, in fact, we see many businesses were started in a car garage. What? Amazon. They did not have capital. Alibaba. They did not have a lot of money. Facebook was started by a student. Was he worth millions? So what did they have?
The idea.
So when you think of investment, the first thing that should come into your mind is the idea. And you know what? God has given us the power to imagine, the creative mind that we can be able to create. And to our viewers, where do you start even thinking of ideas? You look aloud. You can look aloud and say, nimeona DJ anapenda t-shirt. Probably young people, that's what he's trading. Just look aloud. And look at your hairstyle. Look aloud. Just look aloud. What is this persistent problem that is in the community?
The gap.
Because if you see a persistent problem and come up with a solution, then you'll make money. So when you're thinking of starting even an investment, don't think of a lot of things. The basics is ideas generate money. And when you're able to put an idea, we're able to move an idea from just an idea. Because again, when you just have an idea and it remains an idea, then there's nothing you're going to generate. But when you put an idea into a solution, then you definitely make money. And you're going to make money. And everything as you see today, the TV, the mic we are using, the phone we are using, was once an idea. The clothes we are wearing, anything that you see today was once an idea. So it's important as we think of investment to think of the idea. What is it that we think of the idea that we can generate? Because that idea will definitely generate money.
Wow, so from what I get from you is that there are two aspects of investment, and that is the money and the idea aspect. And what if we start with the idea before we even get to the money? Because now you've told us that ideas make money, not the other way around. We start with the ideas, ways of investing in our ideas.
There are many ways of investing in our ideas. And, ideas need to be unique.
Uniqueness.
Yes. Ideas need to solve a human problem.
Okay.
Think of a beautiful idea in Kenya. MPESA. MPESA has made Safaricom one of the biggest company in East and Central, making profit worth billions. Why? It's a great idea. Before we even had MPESA, many people never thought that even a single day we will have transaction through mobile.
But then it's even awkward or weird.
Yes. If you told somebody probably in the year 2000, at one time we all be using M-Pesa to transact. And now we are
in
a fly kwa hewa. They could thought that you're dreaming.
Yeah.
So even today, some ideas, you may have a crazy idea. People think that no, it's not practical. Think of the guys who thought of having, we call them the Wright brothers, that we can have something that can fly. I mean, people must have called them mad.
Yeah, true.
But if you stick to your idea, then you're able to generate money. So the most important thing is that idea must solve a human problem. Because people pay for solutions. People pay for solutions. if you're able to solve a human problem, then people will pay for that solution. Then after you do that, there's something we call business planning. You can subject your idea to business planning, maybe do a small business plan, something like that. But the most important thing is that when you have an idea, don't let it remain an idea. Start.
When you have an idea, don't let it remain as an idea.
Just start. Just start. And ask yourself, what is this persistent human problem in our community? Because that could be the next big thing. Let me give you another example out of MPESA. We used to have problem with public toilets in Nairobi. And everybody complained. We have problems with public toilet. Then a guy thought, what if I come with toilets? So a guy developed toilets, private toilets and portable ones. And it became a big business. I may not know of their turnovers, but I know they have hit $1 billion.
Wow.
That's what an idea that was implemented. That somebody decided we can take it to the next level. Toilets, I mean, everybody complains. But somebody thinks, okay, so let's think, what if I develop a solution? And that is it. Even in our rural communities, it's easy to know, to see what is this persistent problem. And that is the starting point of starting a business.
And it's now, before we even go to the next thing, allow me to cut you kidogo.
Yes.
There's this issue of we are human beings and we have so many ideas.
Yes.
So how do we differentiate that this idea actually is going to, in one way or another, solve a problem? Because there are many.
Yes.
Kama ni biashara mtu ako na business ideas mob sana. How do you differentiate that?
Scientifically, you need to take it through a process called design thinking.
Design thinking.
Yes. You subject it to design thinking, where the first step, without even talking about all of design thinking, is prototype. I have this idea, and then you create like a model. You go to the market and ask people questionnaires. Do you think it will work? Like, I want to develop a certain fashion of shoes or dresses. Just develop a prototype. And then I go to the market and do some simple survey and questionnaire. And then remember, don't do everything at one time. Don't do everything. We'll talk a little bit on why business fail. Majority of business fail in Kenya. And you see why many business fail is because of lack of focus. But you can prototype. You can just come up with idea and do questionnaires. And also even observation. But to our viewers, especially the young generation, they can go through, they can even Google design thinking process. Because it's a way of the difference between design thinking and the conventional product development process is that the conventional product development process, people used to start with the company. This is what the company want to develop. But in design thinking process, you don't start with the company, you start with what the customer need.
Okay.
So it's a customer focused process of product development as compared to
the companies.
The company. As Mizpah, we want to develop this. But now this is what we are saying. What is it? What the content that the customer would like to hear from us?
Wow.
Yeah, so you start from that angle. So it's one of the best of subjecting your ideas. It's a scientific process. It's not hard. It's not hard. But it's something that especially the young generation can be able to see and grasp few things from it. And that will help you sieve your ideas. This one will not work, this one will, and also improve. And also what probably you are thinking was the solution was not actually the solution. You get more feedback from the end users who are your customers.